need to do is cut out a head from an A4 piece of paper. Now you need this to be able to fit onto an A3, so go nice and big. Once you cut out your head, we're going to start cutting out some pieces to divide the face. So last week you did a drawing and you divided it down the middle. So for this bit I'm going to make sure I have a pencil. Now I want this to fit on top nicely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it on top and flip it over, and then I'm going to draw around the outside a bit like a template. Okay, and I've done that, I get my scissors and I can cut it out. So that's cut out. Because I drew around it, it should fit on there nicely. So I've divided my face into two. It doesn't have to be straight down the middle, so I don't need to do half of one colour and half of the other. I can if I want to, so I'll just have another go with this one now. So like I did before, laying it on, so that's roughly the middle, and drawing around. So now that will fit straight down the middle, so I can have either one of those. I could if I wanted to. So you choose what you want to do, whether you want to go straight down the middle, whether you want to do part of the face, or if you want to do a combination of two things. Off you go now. So now what we need to do is we need to pick a nose. So using those sheets from last week to help you. I'm going to go with orange. Lightly draw the shape of the nose onto the piece of paper first. Make sure it's nice and big so it's going to fit in the middle of your face. You don't want it too small. So I'm going to lay my nose on top now. And now I'm going to add a darker colour, so I'm going to use the purple to add some bits for the nostrils. So I'm just going to cut out two little shapes or circles. Could be squares, could be triangles. Alright, now I'm going to pick one of the eyes, so I might start on this side. I'm going to do two different eyes. I'm going to do one that's kind of like a front on view, and I might do one that's more of a side on view here. Again, you can draw that on your paper first. What colour shall I go for? I might go for a red. Okay, so there's part of my eye. Now it's a bit boring because it's just one colour, so I'm going to add another colour and use that to add some of the detail. So with my green, again I'm going to draw around it. And I might add a bit of an eyelid to it. So I'm not cutting the whole shape out, I'm just going to cut the top half of the shape out. Still missing something. I think I'm going to use the purple again to add a pupil in the middle. So I'm going to cut out a circle. Now sometimes it's easier to cut roughly around the shape you're cutting out first. Don't waste too much paper, so go nice and close, and then you can cut it out carefully. It's easier to turn the paper as well as you're cutting, so do a bit at a time. There we go. Ah, that looks much better. So now I'm going to do my eye on the other side, and I'm going to go for a different viewpoint. So I'm going to do a more side-on eye shape. I could place this one in a bit of a weird place, a bit lower down the face. So I'm going to cut out a pupil for the middle of that now. I'm going to orange. And make sure you've got the right size. Oh. So I'm going to lay it on. Here. I think I'm going to use some more purple for the middle. There we go. And I might add a strip of purple as an outline. for now. So now we need to add the mouth, we need to add the lips. So I'm only going to go here. So looking at the sheet from last week, use that to help you decide maybe what mouth you want to use. So like my eye here, I'm going to go for a more side-on approach. I'm going to go for the one that looks a bit like heart. So I've roughly cut around my shape. Now I can cut it carefully out. Could have cut one shape out, half the lip out of one colour and half the lip out of another colour. Okay. And then I might cut down the middle. Okay. Whoa! Stay there, Mr. Face. Slide, put my lips back on. Here's my orange piece I cut out. There we go. So now I've got two colours on my lips, looking good. So now I've got my lips, I've got my nose, I've got my eyes. I can start adding some other bits to my design. So I might want to think about hair. If you wear glasses, you might want to think about adding glasses. You could add some eyebrows on there. So, thinking about the hair, I might want to cut the hair out of a different piece of paper. What I do is lay the head on top. So I'm going to use the green to cut out my hair. You might want to stick your bits down first. So here's my hair. I'm going to lay my head on top. Ta-da! If you've got shorter hair, then you might want to add hair on top of here. If you draw around the top of your head, so I'm going to cut it from there. Ooh. There we go. Last thing we could add an ear. Go, one on that side. I might add some colour in the middle. I'm going to add some yellow. And I've just used a contrasting shape, so I've used a triangle to go with my round edge. Got that point kind of coming on, which is quite nice. You've got that contrast between the different edges. I'm quite happy with that, so I'm going to glue that down now.